Hello, welcome to the Microsoft Access 2013 tutorial to create a project review form. This is the seventh video, and this is to create a portfolio browser. So in the previous videos, we have created all these tables and data sets and these forms, all these relationships, in order to create a data entry form where people can enter the data from the project reviews. Now we're going to create this project navigation form, which objective is to provide a list of all the projects that need to be reviewed and have the links of all these projects to the data entry form so that people can just select and click and go from the project navigation form to the data entry form for a particular project. So we're going to do this formatting, the creation of this form in two steps. In this video, we're going to create the forms and format it, and then in the next video, we're going to create the buttons and functionalities to actually link to the data entry forms. So we just need to go to the project that we have been working on. This is the review form access database. So I'm going to create a base to bring all the information from the portfolio to the portfolio form. In order to do that, I create a query. So I go to query design, and I'm going to bring the RI portfolio information, but also I want to bring the names of the reviewers that have already completed their project reviews, and also the status of those reviews. So I'm going to bring the status here and the reviewers to bring that information. That is not here because here, if you remember, we put only the IDs. People can see in the forms and in the data sets the actual names, but in this query, that information is not brought. So we need to put it here, linking these lists as well. So I click add, and all the links are created there. I want to bring information from the RI portfolio, as I said before. So I want to bring the project ID, the name, the institution, the approval year, the project status, the regional type, the region, the country, and the practice. So I drag and drop all those after selecting one by one using the control key. And then I want to see the review status, the reviewer name first, put it here, and the review status later. Then what I need to do is to specify which are the records that I want to bring in this query. So if I go here and double click this line, I can select one of three options. I want to include all records from the RI portfolio and only those that match from the other tables. So that's what I'm doing, and you see that this becomes an arrow from here to here. Now everything here is being brought to this data set, and only whatever is available in this data set that matches this other table. And I need to repeat the process with these two tables. So if I have a reviewer here, a reviewer ID or a reviewer status ID, what do I want to bring from here? Only the records that have information for this particular project and this reviewer ID. So in order to do that, I double click the lines and I include all the records from the additional project info only, and only those matching in the other subtables. And I repeat the process here, and I include all the records from the table additional project info and only those records from the table reviewers where the joint fields are equal. So only if they match. So these are now arrows. I just save. This is a query portfolio. Okay, and I can run it. Now that I run it, I have all the information here, everything that I want to see, and these are blank fields because I haven't put any information in those data sets regarding the reviews, but we will do it in a second. So it worked. Now I close it, and I want to create a form. The form is going to be based in the actual query that we just created. So the query is the query portfolio. I'm going to click on it, to step on it, and I'm going to create the form, clicking in create, the create tab, and then the form design, but it's going to be a specific form. It's going to be the multiple items form. It could be the datasheet form, but the problem is that the datasheet doesn't allow me to play much with the design and the interface. So I don't want that. I want the multiple items form. Now I created it, and this is what you see. Now I want to change the interface a little bit, so I'm going to design view, and you can just step on each of the cells and move them as if you were in PowerPoint. So I'm going to play a little bit with this. You can repeat the process. There is a lot of functionalities here, so that's fine. I could do this all at the same time just by clicking all of them, but yeah, I just did it manually. And the reviewer name and the review status, I can click on both and reduce them, and that is fine. Okay, that didn't work, so I do it manually. Okay, now I have it. I have too much information here, so I don't want this to be so wide. So that's why I want to narrow everything. Okay, that's fine. Now I want to show you this. I'm going to save the form, and I don't want to see this as we saw it before. It was like too many spaces there, too much room in between cells. So I don't want to see that. I can change that from the design view. So I just want to narrow to make this shorter. I want no space after that, and I also want to drop these spaces in between each cell. So I go to arrange, and I click on control padding, and I go to none. So now I have something that looks a little more similar to to a data set. I need to remove a little more here, and I think that's okay. This is what I had to show you. This is the list, and now what we want people to do is to click in one of these projects. So the record selector shows that this project has been selected, and then I want to click a button, and I want to see, and I want the form to be opened in that specific record. And the form that we're going to open is the form objective that we would have been working on before. So this is the objective of this video. Please join me for the next video where we are going to create those buttons and functionalities. Thank you so much.